Hello and welcome everyone to the very first video on the Parahack Let's Learn JavaScript series. My name is Lawal. I will be your tutor, and in this episode I will be giving you a complete beginner's introduction to JavaScript. I hope you're all as excited as I am. Let's get started. So the very first question, what is JavaScript? You saw this video, you clicked on it, you don't know what JavaScript is. What is JavaScript? JavaScript is a scripting language or a programming language as most people call it that lets you add behavior and implement complex features on the web. When it comes to doing web development, there are three main things: HTML for the structure, CSS for the style, and JavaScript for the magic. I say magic, some people say behavior, some other people say brains. I say magic because of JavaScript lets you add some magical things to your websites. With just HTML and CSS, it's just plain static. You can't really do any magical things on there. But once you add JavaScript, bam, you are a magician, you have your magic wands, you start casting spells and doing magic in your sites. Now, how is JavaScript actually used? Most people know what HTML is being used for. It's for adding structure, adding text, and all that stuff. Most people know what CSS is being used for adding styles, creating layouts, and all that good stuff. But JavaScript, it's not clear. What is JavaScript being used for? Well, JavaScript is used for multiple things, and that's why we can't really say JavaScript is used for this. Like the way we can say CSS is used for this, and the way we can say HTML is used for this. We can't really say that for JavaScript, because JavaScript, when it comes to web development, is used for multiple things. That's why a lot of people will say JavaScript is used for brains and doing complex features, and I say JavaScript does magic. So with JavaScript, you are able to do magic in your site. Just think about anything you want to add to your website. You can add it with JavaScript. Just think about it. All you have to do is be able to imagine it. Once you can imagine it, you can do it. Well, you can. It's not everything. You can't take yourself inside the website. You can't be inside the website. So the magic can extend to that point, but some really magical things can happen in JavaScript. Things like interactive maps. So being able to interact with the map, being able to see locations, see some great stuffs. JavaScript lets that happening. Like button clicks. So for example, I have an HTML text that says my name, Lawal. And then I have CSS that styles that name to be blue. But I want a feature, right? I want a button on my site, and when users click on that button, I want that name to change from Lawal to John, and I want the color to change from blue to red. How do I do that? I can't do that with HTML. I can't do that with plain CSS. I need to do some magic, and that's when JavaScript comes in, right? JavaScript is also used for 3D graphics. JavaScript is also used for animation and much more, right? And one cool thing about JavaScript is that JavaScript is the world's most popular programming language. A lot of people tell you it's Python, but that's a lie. It's JavaScript. And JavaScript is extremely easy to learn. Very easy to learn. And in this series, I'm going to take you from complete beginners to advanced. So I'm basically going to hold your arm and walk you down this JavaScript street. I have your back all the way. Now, for a very serious question, why would you want to study JavaScript? There are multiple programming languages out there. Why JavaScript? Well, when it comes to programming, you can use any language you want. But when it comes to web development, JavaScript is one of the three languages that you want to learn, that you have to learn. The first being HTML, then CSS, and then JavaScript. Now that order is the recommended order: HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, but it's not a necessary order. So if you don't know HTML, you know nothing about CSS, you can still watch this series. This series is isolated. We won't be interacting with a lot of HTML or CSS, just plain and main JavaScript in this series. Now, how do we run JavaScript? I've talked about JavaScript a lot, but how do I run it? Some of you might have experienced some other languages like Python and Java. And to run Python, you need to just download so and so. And to run Java, you need to download so and so. Now, how do we run JavaScript? Well, the fact is that JavaScript is already running on the system you're using to watch this video at the moment. If you are on a desktop and you're watching this video on YouTube in the browser, JavaScript is running in that browser as we speak. If you're on your phone, you have a browser on that phone, JavaScript runs on that browser. JavaScript runs on your tablet. JavaScript runs pretty much anywhere you can think of. JavaScript is probably running on that device. So that's one of the best things that makes JavaScript easy for beginners, is that low barrier of entry. You don't need to download this, you don't need to download that. All you really need is a system. And I know that not all of us have a system, but I'm pretty sure that like 90% of us have a phone. If you're watching this video, you clearly have a phone. So if you have a phone, you can still find a way to make JavaScript run on that phone. I'm telling you, there are multiple ways now that you can actually write code and run JavaScript code directly on your phone. So don't let that stop you. Don't be discouraged. If you have the drive, that's all you need, that drive. And once you get that drive, you can make it work. If you have a phone, research on Google. There are multiple ways to actually run JavaScript on your phone. So find out one of those ways and move on. Now, JavaScript is free for everyone to use and learn. So there's nothing you need to pay for. There'll be nothing, I wouldn't say to pay for anything. This course is free. JavaScript is free. JavaScript is for you. JavaScript loves you. Once you love JavaScript, it will be the best thing that ever happens to you. So what can JavaScript actually do now? We've talked a lot of JavaScript. We've had JavaScript a lot. What can JavaScript do? And I said a lot of things JavaScript can do, but I haven't said nearly a quarter of it. Nearly. JavaScript can do, as I said, magic. So all you got to do is think about it. That's all that it matters. Think about it. JavaScript can do it. Now, as I said before, there's a limit to that. You you clearly can't put yourself inside the laptop. And that's magic, but JavaScript can help you do that. But basically, anything sensible, JavaScript can do it. So JavaScript is the brain, right? HTML is the body, CSS is the clothes, JavaScript is the brain. So just imagine a human being, right? Having his body and having the freshest designer fit, the cakes are looking great, everything is looking great. He has the best perfumes, his designer glasses on, but he doesn't have any brain. The guy is dumb. Like the guy just there. Like that's how most static sites are. They look great, but they're just there. You can't really do nothing with them. But JavaScript puts a brain in that body and makes it move. Now the body can move. The brain can tell the leg to move, the right leg to move, the arms to move, the body to move, the body can dance. JavaScript can bring that power to your site. Now, for a quick clarification, because some of us might have had another programming language called Java. And when you're hearing JavaScript and you're hearing Java, you're thinking, are they similar? Is there some sort of similarities between both of them? The fact is that both JavaScript and Java are both programming languages, yes, but they have no similarities. They're completely different programming languages. The only similarity they have is the name and the fact that they are both programming language. That's all. And the man that invented JavaScript is Brendan, and you guys can shout him out. He's a great guy. Thank him for giving us his beauty. I'm trying to keep this introduction really, really short. I don't want to be too long. Just a quick introduction to get you guys excited, to get you guys hyped. And the next chapter, well, I'll be showing you how to set up your JavaScript environment. In the next chapter, we'll actually run some JavaScript code. I'll show you how to do it, how to bring all this magic I'm talking about, how to bring it to life. So make sure you guys stay tuned for that. Like this video if you liked the video. Share the video if you want your friends to know about the beauty and the miracle of JavaScript. If you want your mama them, your father them to know about the miracles of JavaScript, make sure you share this video and turn on that notification and subscribe to the channel so that you can know once the next episode in this series drop. I love you guys. See you in the next video.